Well, good morning everybody. How y'all doing? Pretty good here, and welcome to the channel. Hey, today I'm gonna take care of something that's been driving me nuts in the Tundra out there a little bit, and that's the rattling and stuff I get from what I keep in the shelf in the back. The understorage back seat compartment or cubby or whatever you want to call that. I'll show you real quick if I can get the truck open what I'm talking about here. Let's see, we've got the stuff we need to do it in here. Got a little shelf paper stuff and then a box. You guys will see what I'm going to do there, but what I'm talking about is right here. You know, this stuff kind of rattles around down there, right? So we're gonna make a template with the box, at least that's my hope, and then cut out a piece of this stuff to put down there. So I'll show you how I'm gonna do that, because I don't know about you guys, but when I do stuff like that, how do you get the right shape for the box down there? You know, I have an idea. We're gonna see if it works. So let me get you guys in the garage and we'll give it a try. Okay. This should be pretty simple to do, I think. All you need is a marker, a knife, pretty sharp knife, some cardboard, and some of this shelf stuff. This is actually the same stuff, I think, as what they use in toolboxes. It should keep stuff from rolling around in there, sliding around in there pretty well. So, what am I going to do? Well, the problem is trying to get the right shape for the bottom of the box, and I noticed that the lid, which just pulls right out, kind of mirrors the same shape as what's in the bottom of the box. It's a little bit bigger, so we're going to have to tweak it a little bit, but we can get the shape that we need just by tracing this onto the cardboard and then cutting it out. And then I'll have to make it just a little bit smaller so it fits down inside the compartment, obviously. So, what are we going to do? Well, we need to cut this board, or box rather, open so that we can have enough real estate to do what we need to do. So let me do that. Need a sharper knife apparently. Okay, and this should give us enough so that we can do both sides. We're starting with the bigger side, the more difficult side. I always like to get the harder stuff out of the way first. So we're going to line it up just like that, right to the edge. And I want to try to save as much of this cardboard as I can so that I do have enough for the other side. Matter of fact, no, just a little too wide to go all the way across. So we're going to put it about like so, and then I'm just going to trace around the edge of this thing with just a black Sharpie marker, you know, and then we'll have at least the general shape of what we need for the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that. And again, this isn't going to be perfect, but it's going to be as close as I can get it to be perfect. So, there's the pattern that we need, so all I need to do now is cut this out. I will dry fit it real quick just to see if I get lucky and it fits the way that it is. I don't think it's going to, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this out and we'll come back on and we'll see how it fits. Alright, got it all cut out, you guys can see there. Hopefully it is somewhat similar to the lid, and it is. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but let's go see if by chance we got lucky and it fits. I don't think it's going to, because of course the lid's a little bigger than the compartment, right? And you can see it does not fit. It fits like the lid would, pretty much, but does not fit down inside. And that's because you have this lip here that the lid fits over. So we have to account for that. So we need to shrink the size of this all the way around by the width of this lip here, at least everywhere but on the ends, these ends, because I think once we get that in there, yeah, I might take this down just a little bit, but we're gonna go about oh, I don't know, maybe an inch I think, all the way around. I know it's not quite an inch, but it does taper in as it goes, so maybe about an inch from the top down, I think, all the way around. So let's go do that. I need to keep my general form here that I have and shrink it all down by about an inch. Once I do that, it should be pretty accurate, I think, or at least good enough for what we're doing. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm just going to mark all the way around the edges in about an inch all the way around, and then I'm going to cut that off, and then we're going to see how it fits. All right, after a little tweaking, a lot of tweaking, I've got the shape of what I need. I'll take you guys out here and show you. It's starting to get pretty darn hot out here. All right, let's take a look at what I have. I did have to do quite a bit of trimming, but in the end, that's what we've got. So that's the shape I need to cut my material out of as far as the shelf liner goes. So we're going to take that back in, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Now, I do realize, of course, you could just cut a piece of square of this stuff out, sit in the middle and forget about it. But I want something a little more finished looking, you know, something a little more professional. So that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. And it should come out pretty good, I think. So let me get you set up here. I'll show you how I'm going to cut the shelf stuff out next. And then we'll be done with the driver's side. Okay, pretty simple here. I'm using the straight edge, of course, of the material itself, so I don't have to cut that side. And then I'm just going to use these carpet kind of knives. I did put a fresh blade in it so I could get a good cut, I hope. And cut around the edges of the cardboard. That's it. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but it should come out pretty well, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and get that cut out, and we'll do a test fit and see if it works. Okay, we've got it cut. Moment of truth. How well did it cut? Let's find out. Start over here. Oh, yeah. Well, I thought it felt like it was cutting pretty well, and wow, it did. I'll tell you, just a carpet knife cuts through this stuff like butter. So, pretty darn slick. Let me go ahead and get this off. There's my piece. You guys can see there, hopefully. And now we'll go out and do a little test fit, see if I need to trim it at all. And hopefully we'll be done with this side. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Is it good? Oh, wow. That's pretty good. I would say it could be about 1/8 of an inch off, maybe, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it. Check that out. Pretty darn slick, I think. So now I can put all my junk back in my trunk, or my cubby, whatever you want to call this. This is actually garbage. We'll get rid of that. Some gloves, the mud flaps. They can actually go back there. Some lug nut covers, spares, put those there. And then jumper cables. I always carry jumper cables with me. So we'll set those there. That's it. So now all we got to do is put the lid back on. We'll go grab the other side. Okay, we got the lid from the passenger side, and it's the same process, so I'm not going to film all of that. We are going to do it the same exact way. I'll come back on when I'm done, let you guys see the finished product on that side, and then we'll be able to wrap this little project up. Okay, we've got the small one cut out now. Hopefully it peels away just as well as the other one did. I think it will. Oh yeah, easier. There we go. And there is the shape of the small one. Not too bad. Let's take this out to the truck, put it in, and finish up. All right, let's take this out, see how it fits. Should be okay, I think. Alright, let's make sure I get it the right way. This one was actually easier, and it's a better fit. Wow, much better fit. Check that out. Around the edges. Even a little indented side here. You get better as you go, I guess, right? This one fits even better. I'm really happy with this one. Go ahead and put this crazy thing back in here. And again, I just wedge it in there like that. It fits pretty well that way. And should keep this from bouncing around. You can get noise from here, obviously. But one other thing I'll point out, if you guys have this under the seat storage thing, check out these little clasps once in a while. When I checked the other side, it was actually all the way out, and this one was loose. So I want to check those out every once in a while. Make sure they stay tight so your undercover storage here, or under seat storage, stays tight as well. That's it. That's the whole project. Get blinded out here by the sun. Not too bad to do, not too expensive to do. I think the whole thing with the cardboard and the shelf stuff as well cost me about 15 bucks, something like that. So came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, just to keep things from rattling around back there. Anyway, you can do the same thing if you have a Tacoma with the under seat storage. You can do the same thing there with the same idea. As usual, appreciate you guys watching. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if this is something you're interested in doing. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on the web. Have a great day. Bye.